things.
Sorry.
Okay, thank you. Got it. Okay, so back in September, Jessica Hoch, first of all, my name is Melissa Beetoe. I think everyone on this call knows who I am, but I'm a master esthetician, makeup artist, and now have been really exploring energy healing and clearing for clients as well. So back in September, I went to the Ananda Maya retreat, which Jessica Hoch and Patty Halva, how do you say her last name? Halava.
Just how it's spelled.
Oh, okay.
Halava.
They hosted, and at this retreat, I had an intense spiritual awakening. It was mind-blowing. But part of this retreat, things that happened there, the nutrition there, we actually had a chef there who cooked for us. And it was all, I mean, clean food. It was all vegetarian, as well as just made with like so much love. Like this chef that came in, Betsy, she was like amazing. And you could feel it in your body. And I feel like it just set a precedence to what I realized. It really opened up my spirit. You know, I had never eaten vegetarian really before or for that long. And having whole nourishing food along with everything else we did that weekend was amazing. And my spiritual awakening as I was leaving the retreat, and like, seriously, it was crazy, but all this stuff started coming to me, truth from God, the universe, the divine, whatever, you know, your higher self, whatever you want to say. And something that was super profound that was just like spoke like right here was, you've been at war with food your whole life. And I was like, yes, I have. I've been at war with food my whole life. And after that experience, I came home and I was trying to like adjust because it was crazy. Like, I mean, I was completely changed. And certain foods started to fall away, certain things, you know, alcohol, I couldn't drink alcohol anymore. For me personally, I couldn't eat meat anymore. It just kind of fell away from me. Now, that's not everybody's journey. Everybody has a different journey. Everybody's on a different path, but I'm just sharing my story. So in that, I was taking some supplements. You know, I've always added supplements into my daily.
Melissa, you froze. I don't know if she knows she's still frozen or not.
Melissa, you're kind of frozen on here. Can you try to turn your video off and on and see if that will help kind of bring you back?
While Melissa's frozen, do you want me to share really quickly my awakening from that retreat?
Sure.
I have not smoked since that retreat.
Woo, that's awesome.
Almost 6 months. Yep. Thank you, Jessica.
That is so awesome. That was a powerful retreat.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
Okay, we lost her, so I think that's a good thing because then she can come back on.
Yeah, I think that's what she's doing. But I can talk a little bit. So about the retreat, what she was getting at too with the food is the Ananda Maya is our bliss body. So it's our centermost part of our being. And we're kind of like a Russian nesting doll, right? So there's all these different layers of our being. And our outermost layer is called the Manamaya Kosha, or the Kosha means layer and Mano means body. And so, or Manamaya. Anyways, but the most outer layer is body. And the idea is to not get rid of these layers, but to clear out any fogginess of these layers, right? So you're moving through your body layer, your energy layer, your mind layer, you know, into your spirit layer and into your bliss, the center. And so with Maximalas, what we're really all about is this journey of self-exploration and diving deeper into creating intention in our everyday lives and really focusing on what needs to be healed and released, what needs to be built and created in our lives. How do we ignite that inner light that's within us? And that's where the glow is coming from, because we want to glow from the inside out. And in order to do that, we need to support the monomyokosha, right, which is that body layer. And so it's hard to, I said this earlier in my live today, is that it's hard to focus on, you know, you're working on your spiritual work and your mind work when your body is foggy and your body is sluggish and tired and fatigued and not running at its highest caliber, or however you want to say that, but, or when your body is feeling less than nourished. Okay. And then when your body is trying to process all of these other influences like pesticides and all kinds of things that are coming at us, and processed foods. I'm like, what am I trying to say? Processed foods. But when we're really nourished with like whole foods, micronutrients, superfoods, food grown in really healthy soil with lots of, you know, organisms, all the kinds of things that go into that, then it can really clear that body layer, and so that we can dive a little bit deeper.
I'm
Welcome
so
back.
sorry.
That's
I
okay.
don't know how it was like the universe was like, no,
Yeah.
don't do this now. Anyway, so when Rachel had some samples out and I tasted them and my body was like, yes, like it was like, yes, like this, I could just feel it. And I said to Rachel, I was like, yeah, I want to try it. What I've been doing, like for some reason, it's not speaking to me. So I ordered the Core 4 and then I got them and I started taking it and it like was insane. Like I reached out to Rachel and I said, what is in this stuff? Like, what is it? I was like, I feel so good and I have so much energy and I gave up coffee and like, you don't have to give up coffee, but I'm just saying like, for me, it was like amazing and so much energy, clean energy. And then she kind of explained some things which she will go into, but that's a little bit of background of how I got introduced to Purim. But what I want to really share with you guys, yesterday when I was in meditation, I pulled one of my cards, Pacha Karmak, and I just want to share a couple of things because it was so timely and amazing, of course. But it really speaks to me, especially, like I said, since I've been at war with food my whole life. And it's a place where I'm trying to make space to have a totally different viewpoint on mind, body, spirit. So this is what it said. This is so interesting. Explore and experiment with nutritional wisdom that suits your body at this time. Understand that your body's needs may change over time. Remember that caring for the needs of your body is more important and spiritually mature than trying to force your body to meet the expectations of a belief system outside of yourself. Don't starve yourself of what you need on any level of your being, including peace, solitude, love, time spent in spiritual communion, artistic expression, and nutrition. And then also, this was really good too. Food has spiritual importance. Without proper nourishment, which heals the body, illuminates and informs the mind, and fortifies the soul, we undermine a healthy relationship between the spirit, the mind, and the body. And that was just like, whoa, because I kind of had been diving into this a little bit more, like, what is this thing with like food, nutrition, my spirit? Why am I so much more receptive spiritually when I'm eating mindfully, like when I'm taking in proper nutrition and understanding like some of these things that we have been exposed to, especially in America, with how we eat or how we drink, has been suppressive to my spirit. And that was like super illuminating. And I just kind of wanted to share that with you. And I know, Jess, you're going to talk a little bit more about the mind, the spirit aspect of this particular 30-day reset and journey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I had mentioned kind of when you got cut off the whole kosha thing and the monomyokosha and how clearing the body helps you to get a little bit deeper. And as we're going on more of that journey within it, we are supporting that over the 30 days as well. So Glow is all encompassing 30-day spring renewal, right? So nutrition, mind, body, and spirit. And we are going to have journal prompts every single day to be reflecting on, what are we working on? What are we releasing? how are we feeling about all of it? And then on Fridays, we're going to have a live Zoom call just like this, where we're going to come on and people can ask questions or, talk about trials and triumphs and see what's going on for the week. And then on Saturday mornings, we are also going to have Rachel be doing guided meditations, which will be recorded, so that if you can't join us right away or live on Saturday morning, you are going to be able to do that on your own time whenever it suits you. So there's a lot of support within this community. And I think one thing that we're craving really bad, I know I'm craving, is community for sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
So I don't know.
Sorry.
Yeah, Rachel. No, I was gonna say, Rachel, if you wanted to talk a little bit more about, so Rachel is Joyful You Wellness, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm like, I don't know. Anyways,
Maybe I
Joyful
need
You
to change
Wellness.
my name. I think that's a
No,
sign.
I absolutely love it. And I think it's that when I say it, my brain like visualizes the words differently than what they are. I have no idea. I have ADHD, so apologies. But yeah, Joyful You Wellness. And she is in, why don't you tell us about the regenerative school that you're going to right now?
Absolutely. So thank you so much. I'm Rachel Costello, everybody. I am very, very honored to be partnering with Melissa and Jessica on this journey, because my own personal journey is coming back into myself really started with when I started studying Ayurveda. So I'm an Ayurveda practitioner. I'm currently studying regenerative health detoxification after learning really what we're up against in the world right now, as far as what we're being exposed to. So when I first started my journey with Ayurveda, it's very much like eat to really nurture the vessel that is our body. And how is lifestyle medicine? How is food medicine? How are, herbal medicine? And so that really spoke to me, because that's where my passion lies. And in this, we didn't learn a lot about supplementation, because in a perfect world, we should be able to eat our food, eat whole foods, and have herbs, and that should be it. And that's what I was doing for a long time. And then I had my babies. I actually was like totally able to energetically heal my womb and actually have a baby, like through this journey of holistic wellness. So it's like amazing journey there. But after I had my kids, I was feeling very depleted. And I was like, I'm doing all the right things. I'm taking care of myself all of the right ways. I know all the things, right? Like I was doing it. And I was still feeling like I was missing something. I just kind of I didn't get a lot of answers. It was like, well, you're a new mom, you're a nursing mom. This is just how you feel. And I was like, this sucks. But it wasn't until my second kid and I met somebody named Carrie Drinkwine, who's been mentoring me this last year, who showed me really that it sucks, but really we don't get from our food what we're supposed to get anymore, because of the way that things have been farmed since the 1980s, when glyphosate, aka Roundup, was introduced. And it kills the microbiome in the soil, and it deeply hampers the microbiome in our gut. And when our guts have holes in them because of the damage, it causes that leaky gut and that C-reactive protein and the which is the inflammatory markers. And it really, it makes us feel energetically not whole. And when I learned that, I was like, light bulbs just flew up. Like, I was like, this is why we're like, me as a practitioner and me as in myself aren't getting to that place where I needed to be to thrive mode. And so I really just started small, because I was a nursing mom and a very sensitive human. And within a few days, like Melissa was saying, I felt more nourished than I had in a really long time. And so for me, I just said, like, what else? Like, give it to me all now, because this feels like something I want to explore. And my mentor just brought me in, and then she started teaching me really about how to nourish ourselves on a cellular level and what that means and what regenerative farming means. And so we all partnered with Purium because of the farming practices. So Purium is called Purium for purity and potency, or purity and premium, premium or Purium. I always forget that. And so have the highest standards. So that's, I mean, down to the water that they feed the crops with. And what they're doing on an earth like stewardship level is helping farms regenerate the land so that our kids in our future are going to have food to eat when they're older. Because I don't know if you've ever seen Kiss the Ground, but it's pretty grim when you look at where our soil is on. It's like maybe 1% is deemed nutrient rich across the United States right now. So it's a really big problem with how much, I mean, they spray like 4.5 billion tons of glyphosate a year right now globally. So it's like we're on a deeper mission to like help ourselves, bring our inner light. But then the reason that we're with Purium is because they're of this deeper mission and how pure they and what their practices are. So the care is there. They really want to reduce human suffering by removing chemical pesticides. So one of the products is called Biomedic, and it's clinically proven to remove glyphosate from your body and to reduce the C-reactive protein in just 6 weeks. So it's like amazing. And so I'm going to share my screen a little bit right here so I can just show you some of the other things that we're talking about. So in order to join our beautiful Facebook group, you just are going to pick one of these options. We have 2 options. And if you have anything specific you want to share that we can help you with, we can help guide you to what you want to be. So one of them is called the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation, which Jessica and Melissa will be also, right? If you want to share, this is where your journey is starting right now with the glow.
I did it before too, 4 years ago, and it completely changed my life. So yeah.
Yes.
And I've had Purium for the last 4 years, and now I'm finally like, okay, we'll talk about it.
Yes.
I was like, what is this magic stuff?
It's magic.
Oh yeah, I've been taking it for 4 years. I love it. All my vitamin levels are fantastic and they're surprised.
Yes, it's a deep need. And it's so nice to hear that. So this is what's called the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation. And this is, the other thing cool about this company is that you see these are biodegradable bags that you can literally put in your backyard and they dissolve in the earth. And then these are compostable bags right here. This is glass. This is like the last plastic that they're moving out. So we're on a plastic-free initiative, and they formulated this. So it's like, if this company can make everything plastic-free, everyone else can. Come on, step it up, right? So what you'll do in the morning on an Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation is start with some lemon water and amino acids, which are your pure protein. They're made from garbanzo beans, and these are all of your essential amino acids that you need to build proteins in your body. So a little thing about essential or amino acids is that there are 8 post-puberty that we don't make, that we must get from plants. So whatever, and this is all you building all of your connective tissue. So, your skin and your hair and your nails and all of the connective tissue in your organs. So this really helps just to build that up. And a little tidbit is that because of the way that things are being farmed, our food is missing. Like, it's supposed to have 8 of these amino acids. It's actually having like 2 or 4. And so we're seeing these misfolded proteins in people's bodies, which is really like the building blocks of life. So you're getting straight to the source.
Rachel, can I speak on this just real quick? Because these super aminos, oh my gosh. Like, I took them and I was like, oh, you got to take 5 pills. Like, that's crazy. I was like, I'm going to just try it, whatever, And I took them, and literally, I'm telling you, within 15, maybe 20 minutes, I was like, whoosh, what is this amazing clean energy? Not like coffee, not like, I can't describe it because there's nothing else that I've experienced that had made me feel this way. Like, when you take supplements, like, typically you get a stomach ache. I mean, really, but like, I was like, what is this? And I literally texted her immediately and I said, what is in those super aminos? And she's like, oh, it's because they're pre-digested and they like hit your bloodstream. And like, I was like, what? Okay. She's like, you can take 10 a day. And I'm like, really? Okay.
I take 10 a day every day.
I was like, those things are amazing. And they're like a life-changing thing for me because usually around 3 o'clock at work, unfortunately, I don't eat a lot at work at all because I'm so busy. But when I take these at 3 o'clock, like, oh my gosh, it's like, I love it. I love it. I'm like, yes. So I have to speak to those because those were probably one of the products that I was like, what is this? It's
Yes,
good.
it's amazing. So a little bit about so if you're going to eat protein of any source, animal or vegetable, we're looking for the amino acids from that food. And we can only break down and we can only absorb about 17 to 24% of the protein from those sources. And the rest we need to eliminate. It gets dumped into our lymph system and we need to eliminate via our kidneys. And so it gets our lymph system a little bit backed up if we're not filtering properly, which most people aren't these days because of the chemical pesticide toxin exposure. So it's like a double whammy. And so that's why these are so amazing because they actually are absorbed. It's called super amino 23 because it's absorbed in 23 minutes and they're 99% bioavailable, meaning there's no waste or no excess energy that your body needs to process it. And so when you're taking this time, this 30 days to really nourish yourself, giving the digestive system a break is really important in order to get everything working really, really efficiently. So thank you for sharing that so much. So the second thing is this power shake. So this is 97% of your micronutrient needs in the day. It's all wind-dried, sprouted superfoods. It tastes great. It's a very green drink. So that's going to be, so you're taking your aminos, that's your protein, then you take these greens. You can eat on this program and you are supposed to. So Purium's going to send you one thing and then you can follow it if you want to, but our greater group is our regenerative health practitioners, and we're going to send you our own thing because this is how we've been guiding people for a few years. So we really have a lot of experience and we want you to be able to fill your body with maybe fruit as the first thing in the morning. So take in some, your favorite fruit in the morning when you're hungry. And then when you're hungry again, grab your shake and go. Super simple. At that same time, you'll be taking this gut support. This is called Biomedic, which I was talking about before, which removes the chemical pesticides. It's also a prebiotic. So it has something called lactospore, where so most probiotics are grown in the lab, they're fed with sugar. It's contributing to an environment that you don't want in your body. You don't want things that are fed from sugar because then they start craving sugar. So this is called the lactospore. And what happens is it goes into your small intestine and then it flowers and then it feeds your healthy bacteria that's already in your body. So then they start repopulating and start craving the good things. And over the last year, one of the biggest things my friends and family and clients have said is that they actually just start craving better food. And this is why. The environment is changing. And so it's not a lot of like, oh, I can't have this, I'm on this cleanse, blah, blah, blah. It's like you literally are feeling so nourished and your environment's changing. So you're just like, I want an apple. Weird. Like, this is great. So that's like your morning routine. And then for the second routine of the day, you would switch to maybe a vegetable at lunch or a raw salad, something that's speaking to you. And you do the same thing again, the aminos, the green drink. If you're not hungry, you can have your green drink instead, but you're just trying to get 2 of these in a day. And then you're another set of Biomedic. Then at night, or then at dinner, have like a cooked meal of your choice. Try to make it healthy, try to make it, fun, satisfying for yourself. And then about an hour before bed, you're going to take your organic super fruit, which is your apothecary.
Rachel, can we go back to that quick? And also, you guys, if you do the ultimate lifestyle transformation, you get simple recipes that are amazing. And that's included the recipes for dinner. If you need ideas or want something, that someone else like made for you, they're amazing recipes and simple. That's so important because simple, like for me, time is everything. So I love that they're simple. So I'm really excited to dive into some of those recipes too.
Yes, I'll show you I'll show that actually right after this. So this cherry juice is right before, like an hour before bed, if you have a sensitive bladder, because it does really support the kidneys, which is where your urine comes from. So if you're sensitive in your bladder, take an hour before bed, and it really helps with your deep sleep. So it helps your gut make melatonin. So you don't have to take melatonin if you have trouble sleeping. This is the replacement, which actually just supports your body to make it itself, which is just a superior way to do things, right? Like if you take it, you won't make it. You want your body to be able to make these things. So I love this. And let me tell you, when I first started, I was like, I sleep fine. I don't really need that. And then I was like, but I have it, so I'm going to take it. No, it was like, now I crave it at night. It's my new nightcap. In my 30s, this is my nightcap. So this is how my life has changed over the last few years. And the last thing, if you choose to do the ultimate lifestyle transformation, there is something called a super cleanser, which has black walnut hull. It's an herbal based yeast and parasite cleanse. It's very, very gentle. It's to support really getting that environment back into a place where it's all of this healthy bacteria that helps your body communicate. So when we have something called the gut brain axis. So when our guts are in this really, really perfect state of these really healthy bacterias, it communicates. It actually sends 9 signals up to your brain. And then the brain only sends 1 signal back down, which is to make more of what it needs, more of the melatonin, more of the serotonin, more of the dopamine, all of those things that really drive our mental health. So getting the gut in a good state is exactly what you need. And you only do this for part of the cleanse or part of the 30 days, just for 10 days. So that is our ultimate lifestyle transformation. And I will just show you, this is what we send people. So people, you get this huge pack and you're like, oh my gosh, it's kind of scary. So you're just going to take half of it out for now. And then you're going to follow this plan that really highlights, in the morning, you take these 5 super aminos with lemon water, if you like that, and fresh fruit. When you're hungry, you take the power shake. When you're hungry again, and the biomedic, when you're hungry again, you have your aminos, move to a fresh veggie. When you're hungry again, have your power shake. Like I said, they're super easy on the go. This has helped me as a busy mom so much. And then, like Melissa was saying, these are recipes that you just click on. Here you go. Quick one.
This is the best curry I have ever had.
So good.
I made this and was like, oh my God.
Yes. Yes.
Are a lot of them gluten-free too?
What did you say?
Are a lot of them gluten-free too? Like I'm celiac, so I can't have anything with gluten.
Everything is gluten-free. Everything is. Yep. So the biomedic, so I'm going to get back there for your question, but yes, all the recipes are, all of this is, and then we'll kind of dig into that a little bit deeper. So thanks for sharing. So this is so that's the ultimate lifestyle transformation. And what the other option is the daily core 4, which just basically means this will be just your breakfast. You'll just be changing your breakfast. You'll have some fresh fruit. You'll have your power shake. You'll take your prebiotics. You'll take your aminos, and then you'll just go along your day and do your thing. And then at night, have your cherry juice. So it's like the PG version. It's a really good introductory, but it's also what we kind of do as like the standard. It provides all of your amino acids and all of your micronutrients. So this is what we guide most people to do, is start with the ultimate lifestyle transformation and then follow it up with the daily core 4 as your maintenance plan. But whatever you decide to do, we are here to support you on. So I'm going to stop sharing. I can bring this up there's a lot of recipes in here. So let me see. Let me do one more. This is like my favorite thing. Let me find it. This is like the easiest thing ever. And I was like, oh, peas. I like peas. Fine. I was like, who knew that pea tacos would be like a staple in our house right now? Like what? Because it's so easy. And like Melissa was saying, they're all formulated. All of these recipes are formulated to be made in like 20 minutes because we're all busy. Or put in like the curry, you could put in a slow cooker or something if you want to. So I'm going to stop sharing. And then I would welcome, so I can welcome some questions now. And also we want to, we really want to support you on like, you know, what was your reason for coming here tonight, and what was your why, and how can we help support that? Whether it be, I really want to dig in more to the spiritual aspect of things, or whatever you've like, if you want to share, like, I was inspired because of XYZ, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can. And then we can answer some other questions that you have that we just talked about any of the things. So we're just at this time, I'm going to stop recording.